If you're just dipping your toes into streaming right now, you'll notice an overwhelming amount of directions pulling at your attention. There are so many gadgets, niche software setups, and tiny little hacks that just look cool but frankly don't help you grow. The harsh reality is, without the right foundational toolkit, producing consistently good content becomes a monumental uphill battle. We're talking about sound that cuts through the noise, visuals that look crisp, and those engaging clips that actually pop off the screen. Today, I'm stripping all that noise away to walk you through the specific set of tools that I genuinely use and wholeheartedly recommend. This gear helps you brainstorm ideas, stream smoothly, carve out clips, and post them everywhere without completely losing your sanity. I will be completely honest, some of these are the tried and true classics that every pro uses, and some are newer AI assistants. Crucially, I'll demonstrate how one tool I've been leaning on heavily, Vizard, really integrates everything when turning those marathon streams into viral short-form gold. Let's kick things off with the absolute first hurdle: idea generation for your content. It is wildly underrated just how much valuable creator time gets completely wasted just trying to figure out what to stream next. Sure, you could manually stock feeds like X for hours, but the much smarter strategy is employing an AI to synthesize what is currently trending. These listening tools can scan platforms and surface those genuinely hot topics, the newest patch notes chatter, or even meme-worthy moments you need to jump on first. Imagine asking the AI, what are people actually saying about this new game update this week? And immediately getting the conversation's core summary. This allows you to craft streams or clips that are inherently timely and designed to land exactly where your audience is focused. Now, AI ideation isn't some magical replacement for your unique creative spark, but it hands you a fast, reliable map. You take that map of what's popular, and then you layer your own distinct personality on top of it to make it truly yours. And yes, you can absolutely utilize something like ChatGPT or other large language models for this same initial research phase. Just keep in mind that these generative tools are inherently only as good as the quality of the specific prompts you feed into them. Shifting gears now to the actual mechanism of broadcasting, your streaming software setup. If you are still searching for a reliable streaming application, OBS Studio remains the default, go-to choice for the vast majority of established creators out there. It is totally free, incredibly flexible with its plugin ecosystem, and robustly supported by a massive community. Streamlabs often presents a slightly more visually intuitive experience for those who are just taking their very first steps into live content creation. For console streamers specifically, you might explore options like Live Stream Studio or the multi-stream capabilities offered by Streamlabs to hit multiple platforms simultaneously. My advice here is to simply select the program that best matches your current comfort level and technical confidence. Honestly, taking the time to learn the core fundamentals of OBS will universally pay dividends because its understanding is transferable everywhere. Next up is music, a critical area where so many promising new streamers completely drop the ball until they receive that dreaded copyright strike. If you want background tracks that perfectly set the energy without inviting DMCA nightmares, licensed libraries are the industry standard solution. Epidemic Sound is a giant in this space. They offer thousands of tracks and an incredibly easy search system based on mood or genre. The major sticking point for many budget-conscious creators is, of course, that unavoidable recurring monthly or annual cost. However, possessing that legally licensed music library instantly eliminates a massive headache the moment you start repurposing content externally. Moving on to the polish that makes a channel look professional. Overlays, informational panels, and dynamic transitions. Places like StreamDesigns or just sourcing pre-made animated packs will save you literally dozens of hours compared to trying to build everything custom from zero. You instantly get professional starting screens, seamless visual transitions between segments, and custom animated alerts for support. This is essentially the high-quality packaging that signals to new viewers that your channel is a serious operation. The inherent limitation here is that these packs can quickly start feeling very templated if you just deploy them straight out of the download folder. You absolutely must take the time to tweak key elements like colors, fonts, and timing to genuinely align with your unique channel brand. When it comes to designing eye-catching thumbnails and generating quick social media graphics, Adobe Express is a fantastic lightweight option. It is deliberately template-rich and designed to be extremely beginner-friendly, which speeds up the whole graphic creation process considerably. This tool shines for quickly mocking up new thumbnails, channel banners, and any necessary promotional social media assets. They offer genuinely useful features even within their free tier, with a premium level available if you need access to more extensive stock imagery and assets. Again, these graphic tools are massive time savers, but they are not a magic bullet for creating click-worthy visuals. Ultimately, truly effective thumbnails still hinge on your understanding of current viewer psychology and what captures attention. Now let's pivot to the crucial bottleneck area, where most creators either get completely bogged down or finally figure out how to scale their output. There are excellent dedicated services like PowderGG that automatically clip your stream based on detection signals like high action or genuine laughter. These services are absolutely fantastic for capturing those raw, emotional, high-energy moments that you want to immediately post as vertical shorts. CapCut is another free powerhouse application that excels at fast edits and using pre-built templates across both your mobile phone and your desktop computer. It's perfect for taking those raw captures, polishing them up, adding slick in-app text, and formatting correctly for TikTok, Shorts, or Reels. But this is the precise moment where I need to pause and specifically explain why Vizard has recently cemented itself into my core content creation workflow. Powder and CapCut are both superb tools. One excels at capturing the signal, and the other helps you make it look aesthetically pleasing. Vizard sits somewhere in that middle ground, but it introduces a very significant and powerful automation twist to the entire process. This tool automatically sifts through all your long-form video content to find the objectively most viral-ready segments for short-form platforms. It then stitches these highlights together into instantly snackable clips, and here's the kicker, it can even pre-schedule them across your channels. This means instead of manually hunting for a perfect 30-second highlight, dragging it into CapCut, trimming, adding text, exporting, and uploading, you stop that process. You simply let Vizard handle the majority of that heavy lifting, and then you only step in to fine-tune the absolute necessities if you choose to. The overarching advantages I see with Vizard boil down to 3 key areas, though in real-world use, they feel completely seamless together. First, it auto-edits those high-potential viral clips so you stop wasting literal hours in tedious timeline scrubbing every single week. Second, it handles the auto-scheduling, which ensures your posting cadence remains perfectly consistent without you needing to constantly babysit the upload queue. And third, it delivers a unified content calendar, giving you a bird's-eye view to manage and see everything queued up across all your different platforms. When you stack this up against Powder, Vizard's intelligence focuses less on raw capture signals and more on what elements will actually perform well as short-form content. In contrast to CapCut, its primary strength isn't the deep, granular editing toolbox, but rather its powerful automation and distribution capabilities. To summarize that comparison, Powder is great for capturing the best moments. CapCut is fantastic for final creative fine-tuning, and Vizard is built for scaling your output speed rapidly. I do want to inject one very important nuance into this conversation, because it's critical for long-term success. No single piece of software, no matter how advanced the AI, can ever truly replace your own good creative judgment as the primary decision maker. Vizard's AI engines make incredibly smart suggestions, but you absolutely must still be the final set of eyes reviewing every proposed clip. Take a moment to ensure the overall tone, the auto-generated captions, and the thumbnail aesthetics all feel perfectly on brand for your community. The incredible upside here is that you are only needing to tweak a very small percentage of what the AI pushes out, rather than building every single asset from scratch. Moderation and live engagement tools also represent a non-negotiable part of maintaining a healthy community space around your streams. Tools like Nightbot and other popular chatbots are simply essential for instantly keeping the conversation clean and running automated utility commands. They are usually inexpensive or free to set up, and they save your human moderators a ridiculous amount of repetitive typing throughout the day. Furthermore, these bots passively provide you with valuable engagement data, showing which commands are most popular and how often viewers click your external links. Understanding this behavior helps you subtly steer your on-stream calls to action toward what organically resonates with your specific audience. We should also briefly touch upon hardware control, which is a huge productivity multiplier when you need instant access to functions. A Stream Deck or any of its mobile equivalents gives you the power to instantly switch scenes or trigger media without ever alt-tabbing away from your game. If the upfront investment in a dedicated hardware deck feels too steep right now, the official mobile apps work surprisingly well as a functional substitute. The only real drawback to the physical hardware versions is, unsurprisingly, the initial purchase price, which can be a barrier for creators watching their budget closely. However, these devices are such great productivity multipliers that they often justify their cost through saved time alone, eventually. So let's synthesize this whole streamlined, modern workflow and see how all these pieces neatly fit together on the back end. Your idea generation starts with an AI listening tool like Grok or any general social trend scanner to pinpoint the current hot topic. Then your streaming setup, whether OBS or Streamlabs, gets you broadcasting live to your audience with technical stability. Epidemic Sound ensures all your background audio tracks are fully licensed and perfectly match the mood you are trying to set for that session. Visual presentation is handled by StreamDesigns for on-screen assets and Adobe Express to make sure your thumbnails look incredibly professional. While you are actively engaging with chat, Nightbot quietly manages the unruly parts and handles automated engagement prompts for you. The raw highlight reels are captured either by a dedicated clipper like Powder or simply by your own local recording application during the stream. This is where Vizard enters the scene, automatically identifying the most viral nuggets, editing them into ready-to-post clips, and loading them onto your distribution calendar. If further artistic refinement is desired, CapCut or Express remain available for any final, precise text adjustments or visual flair before publishing. Effectively, this entire tech stack allows you to transition from finishing a live session to having a week's worth of short-form content scheduled without sacrificing your entire personal evening. One final crucial piece of advice: your budget and immediate priorities will always need to shift based on your current stage of growth. When you are fundamentally just starting out, focus your limited resources almost entirely on OBS and achieving decent audio quality first. Once you are regularly streaming and have settled into a consistent publishing pattern, then you should immediately plug in something like Visored for the clip scaling. The sheer amount of time that tool saves you is often worth more than the monthly subscription cost of many other single services combined. The truly premium music libraries and the dedicated hardware decks are worthwhile investments, but they should naturally come after you start seeing tangible traction. All right, I've compiled links for all the specific tools and services we discussed today, so you can easily investigate them further down below. If you are currently drowning in long-form VODs and your goal is serious audience growth without becoming an editing slave, you really need to put Visored through its paces alongside your existing toolkit. It is not intended to replace your core creativity, but it functions perfectly as the indispensable assistant that turns your highlights into daily content that people actually watch. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will catch every single one of you in the next insightful video.